Everybody, it's John back again, and I hope you're all having a fabulous day today. Today I'm going to open up the Masters of the Universe Classics Dragster. I know what you're thinking. It's just He-Man in a dress, but it's not. Dragster is definitely not He-Man in a dress. He is a dude made from car parts with a wheel in his belly. So he's a drag racer demon man from the Horde. This is the original right here. And you can see he has this ripcord. And if you put his arms up over his head, and you pull that ripcord, his belly would move. Oh, you gotta get him down a little bit farther. Hold on, let me try it again. Come on, guy. Put his little ripcord back in. See if we can get him to do this. And he would drive off using that weird little spinning wheel of his. So he's a little bit later in the line and a little weird. You can see his primary is red, blue. He's got orange gloves for some reason. Off red boots. It's a looking combination of things. He's got his little engine on his back. So that's him. Or that's the original. And let's get Dragster out of the mailing box. Let's see how he compares. Well, right off the bat, he comes in that standard Matty Collector Masters Universe packaging that they've been doing for the entire line. He is the Transforming Evil Warrior Vehicle, they're calling him, and I see a lot of similarities to him. Looks like they did a pretty good job of updating him. Now, on the back, he does have a bio. If anybody wants to pause and read that, go ahead. And, I don't have a Leech or a Horde Trooper. That's sad. As we all know, the line's gone, and Super 7 at Toy Fair this year showed off some absolutely amazing figures that we'll be getting. The Filmation figures looked fantastic, I have to say. But give me a second here, and I'll get him outside of the package. We'll take a closer look. He's outside of his package, and first thing I have to say is, wow, he is fantastic. They did such a good job of making him look like the original. It's for later, one of the figures that came later in the line. He's really well done. You can see let's bring the original one back in here for a second. He has that same face, the same orange eyes with the little lines, the helmeted head, the tubes going down his chest, the Horde insignia. The wheel, it does not turn, but they did add treads to it. Nice little throwback to the original. He even has the zip cord slot, the same little metallic pieces on his legs, the same off-colored boots and orange gloves, and the same backpack. It's a little bit more updated and detailed. Nice little silver on here, the little ripcord spot in the back, the little jet part there. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm surprised at getting this guy out of the box, how well done he is. His head's on a ball joint, and it does go up and down and around. Not a whole lot of movement, but still pretty good. He's got the standard shoulder joints to go up and down and around, the hinged elbow, and a little bit of rotation at the wrists. He's not going to have an ab crunch or anything. Well, he does have a swivel. Oh, maybe he does. It's hard to tell. He's got this belted piece on. Looks like the cut is in there, so he has the standard buck as well underneath, but he does have his harness and wheel are separate pieces, which are cool. And he's got the hips that go out to here, up to about there, back to here. They're hinged and ball jointed, so they swivel at the upper thigh as well. Single bend at his knee. swivel at the boot, which is nice. And he does have a little bit of ankle movement. And I don't really feel like there have any rockers in them, but it could be because the way the design of his boots are. Man, just so I can get in. Look at that face. There's so much little detail on this guy. It's just crazy. He did a really good job. From top to bottom, he looks just like the original figure. And the detailing on his backpack is great. So they did a great job on this guy. I'm going to say great one more time, and then I'm going to stop. They gave a weapon to him that is kind of an homage to the ripcord. It has little ripcord teeth on it. So they turn it into kind of like a mace or a whip axe type deal. And it should just fit nicely into his hand. Pretty cool. And then, of course, all of the figures come with their horde bow. And I like that they went out of their way to make his a little bit more specifically designed for him. It's made out of all these, looks like most motorcycle parts. And the original one just had the standard gray, or had the standard bow in gray. I like that they did with this line choose to make all their weapons individual when it came to the bow. That just fits in his hand like so. So I know as much as some of you are disappointed that this was not He-Man in a dress, and I really think that that is a figure that we need to get someday. We need a real DRAGSTOR He-Man and drag figure. Maybe Super 7 can hook us up with that. But until then, this was a good figure. I'm glad I picked him up. Especially for the figures that came at the end of the line. Not all of them were, I don't know, they seem to have lost their way a little bit and not a whole lot of effort was put in. It's even got shading in his skin tone. They went all out on DRAGSTOR. So if you can still find this guy, you can probably pick him up on eBay pretty cheap. I don't think he's going for a whole lot. But he would definitely be one I would add to my collection, especially if you were a fan of the figure line back in the 80s, right before it died. And these are some of the weirder characters we got, but he's really interesting. Yeah, he fits in and looks great again. So thank you all who have subscribed. I'm up to 174 at this point. And still continuing on. So if you want to see any more videos, go ahead and check out my channel, subscribe for more, and as always, thanks for watching. Who knows, maybe we'll just have to make our own He-Man and drag. See you later, guys.